Good morning. Coasties. Kia ora, Coasties. Good morning. Welcome to Coasties at Home. My name is Olivia and I'm the youth pastor here at Coast Vineyard.
I'm Stefan and I'm the husband.
Hey, we hope that you are having a great morning this morning. Today is Father's Day. Happy
Yay.
Father's Day.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Happy Father's Day to all the dads, stepdads, uncles, mums being dads and granddads out there. We hope that you have an amazing day and we hope that your young people celebrate you this morning. What have you done for your dad figure this morning? Did you get him breakfast in bed? Or did you send him some love over social media? Whatever you did, I'm sure that your dad loved it.
But hey, if you've forgotten Father's Day, don't worry about it. We got you covered. There's some cards that you can print off from the coast.org.nz website and just fill it out and give it to your dad.
It's like you were super prepared and you didn't even have to worry about it.
But hey, we'd love to see some cool things that you've done for Father's Day. Have you made him breakfast in bed? Have you done a lovely post on social media? Why don't you send them in to olivia.coast.org.nz
No.
and maybe we'll do something cool with it.
Olivia@coast.org.nz.
That one.
Hey, last week we talked about finding the joy in the hard times. How did you get on with that? Did you manage to find some joy within the craziness of last week? We also gave you a couple of suggestions of fun games that bring us joy. We talked about Heads Up, which was here, and the alphabet game. Today we've got a couple of other games that bring us a bit of joy and we thought we would share them with you so that you can play these games in your bubble later on this morning. So the first game that we're going to play is Never Have I Ever. We're playing the very clean version of this. So what I want you to do is, in your bubble, everyone needs to hold up their hand like a high five. High five. You get 5 chances. That was awkward. High five again.
The no look high fives. Again. Yes.
Again.
Olivia, you're ruining it.
I want you to hold up your hand as a high five.
Yeah.
You get 5 chances to get the Never Have I Ever's right. I'm going to start and I'm going to say a Never Have I Ever to Stefan. If he has done this Never Have I Ever, he loses a finger. The winner is the person with the most fingers left up. Okay, I'm going to start, Stefan, with a Never Have I Ever, and then you're going to start, okay? And then you're going to go next.
Okay.
Okay, first one. Never have I ever met a celebrity. Yeah, I've met a celebrity. Who was your celebrity?
Reese Darby.
Oh, I was going to say Stan Walker, but I also have met Reese Darby. Okay,
We
your
pretty
one.
much met the same people. Never have I ever enjoyed the smell of my own fart.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Come on, be honest.
I have never done that. Okay, never have I ever sent a text to the wrong person. Have you?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I have too. Your turn.
I did it the other day.
Your turn.
Never have I ever tried to impress a crush by pretending to like things that they liked.
Have you never done that?
No.
I definitely did that. I pretended to like mountain biking to get together with you.
Yeah. And you don't. Okay, anyway, you get the gist of the game.
You get the game.
Keep going until there's only one person left, and hopefully it works out like that. It's a bit of a tie. But anyway, let's move on to another game. What's the next one?
The next game is Would You Rather. I've got a whole bunch of Would You Rathers on our website. You can download the PDF. Oh, you can just read it from the website and ask your family, would you rather? Okay, I want to
start
You
this
start,
time.
you start.
Okay, Olivia.
Yes.
Would you rather break everything you touch or get shocked every time you touch something?
That's a really hard one. I think get shocked every time I touch something because
Really?
I think I'd get used to it. I would hate breaking stuff. Can you think of a mess?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I do agree with you. Sorry, I thought you said the other one.
No. I would get shocked.
I'd rather get shocked too. Yeah, I hate breaking stuff. I feel so bad every time I break something. Okay, your turn.
Okay, my turn. Okay, would you rather be a family dog or a wild wolf?
A wild wolf?
Really?
Yeah.
Nah, I'd be the family dog. You get like a warm bed, you get like 3 meals a day, lots of cuddles.
But it'd be so boring, and you'd have to love your owner no matter what they did to you. Anyway, would you rather be the best athlete who ever lived, or the best singer who ever lived?
That's a hard one, because if you're the best athlete, you're really fit. If you're the best singer, you'd be like amazing at parties. I'm going with best singer.
I'm going with athlete.
Ooh, okay.
Would you rather live 100 years in the future or 100 years in the past?
Oh, I don't know. I think 100 years in the past.
1920.
Oh yeah, 1920, the flippers. What about you?
I'm gonna be hopeful and go for future.
100
And
years in
hopefully,
the future.
yeah, because maybe it'll be a great time to live. We don't know,
We could
but
still
we do
be,
know what the 20s were like. Some good, some bad.
we could still be stuck in lockdown in 100 years' time.
Well, that's a depressing thought.
Moving on. Thanks so much, Stefan, for playing some games with us. I hope that those games were helpful for you. Would you rather?
No worries, mate.
And have you? And never have I ever. Those games you can download on our website www.coast.org.nz.
I tell you, life-changing games. Absolutely life-changing.
Anyway, Stefan, thanks so much for being here. You can go back to work now.
No worries. Bye-bye.
Bye. Hey, so last week we talked about joy, and the week before it was kindness, and now this week I want to talk about love.
Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control.
Usually on Father's Day, it's a day to show your dad or your dad figure how much you love them, and you often do this by sending cards or making breakfast or showering them with love and praise. Everyone has different ways that they like to show and receive love. Have you ever heard about the 5 love languages? There's acts of service, physical touch, words of affirmation, quality time, and gifts. How do you like to show love? How do the people in your bubble like to show and receive love? What about your dad? If you're not too sure what your love language is, that's totally okay. There's an online quiz that you can do, and I'll link it on our website so you can do it after this video. Sometimes we can miss each other when we don't know how the other person likes to receive love. I'm an acts of service person, whereas Stefan is a words of affirmation person. So I feel love from him when he helps me around the house, or he takes out the rubbish without me even asking him. But Stefan feels love when I use kind words to him, or I tell him how great of a dad he is, or how I appreciate his cooking. But sometimes Stefan doesn't feel love from me because I'm missing his love language, or I've been cleaning up all his socks or taking out the rubbish, but he isn't feeling the love because I'm not speaking his language. I think it's really important to recognize the language that you speak in, and to make sure that you're speaking the same language of love that others need to hear it. With the people that are in your whānau, or the people that are your friends or at school, it can be easy to know what is their language of love by watching them light up by the way that you do things for them. But what about people that you don't like, or the people that maybe think differently to you or act differently to you? How do you show them love when you don't even really like them? I think sometimes we're unsure of people that are a bit different from us. They might think different or look different or just act different to us. But that doesn't give us any right to show them less love. In Matthew chapter 5, Jesus shares his famous Sermon on the Mount to the disciples. He's kind of challenging the way that they have been taught. He talks about the Beatitudes, being salt and light to the world, fulfillment of the law, murder, etc. But then at the end, he talks about loving your enemy. In the verse before, in verses 38 and 39, he talks about, you have been taught, eye for an eye and tooth for a tooth. But I tell you, do not resist an evil person. If anyone slaps you on the right cheek, turn to them the other cheek also. What he's saying is that there will be mean people in this world that will require you to show kindness. In the next verse, he says there will be people who will be enemies and who will persecute you. But we are taught to love them anyway. In those next verses, he says, You have heard that it was said, love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I tell you, love your enemy and pray for those who persecute you, so that you may be children of your Father in heaven. In verse 46 he says, if you love those who love you, what reward will you get? Are not even the tax collectors doing that? And if you only greet your own people, what are you doing more than that? Do not even the pagans do that? Basically, you're no different to anyone else. Yes, love your neighbor, love the people in your world, but also love your enemy. Love those people that you don't like and pray for those who've persecuted you. The people that have treated you unfairly, or the people that have done wrong by you. Love them and pray for them despite their injustices. Be perfect, therefore, as your heavenly Father is perfect. He's saying, do as I do, so that you may be children of your Father in heaven. You know, there will be people in your world that are hard to love. Jesus acknowledges that. He says, love them anyway. And when you can't love them, pray for them. We are called as Christians to love more than just our neighbours or our people in our bubble. We are called to love all, especially those that think differently and do differently to us. But how can you show love to those who think or do differently to you? Maybe think of the ways that you like to be shown love. Is it via gifts or acts of service or physical touch or words of affirmation or even quality time? Why don't you try and show love to those around you in the love language that you speak? I know that while we're in lockdown, it's hard to physically meet up with people outside of your bubble. But I've got 3 challenges for you this week. The first one is to show love to people in your bubble in the language that they need to hear. That's going to require you stopping and observing how people love to receive love. The second one is I want you to find a way to show love to people outside of your bubble in a way that doesn't require you to be physically with them. So that might be sending them a letter or giving them a call on the phone. And then the third thing that I want you to do for this week is to find a way to show love to people outside of your bubble that might think or do differently to you. Let me know how you get on. You can send me pictures or stories to olivia@coast.org.nz. I am excited to see what things that you guys come up with of ways that you can show love to the people within your bubble and outside of your bubble. Again, I am sending you all of my Arohanui or big love to you and your bubble this week. We've got this, fam. 2 more weeks. We've got this. Stay safe, stay home, and show some aroha this week. Bye! Because the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control.
Never have I ever let someone else take a fall for my stinky fart.
It was you.
You try it on every time, and it's never me who does the stinky fart. My farts don't smell.